and welcome to Round Robin. I'm your host, Robin McCormick, with the City of Hampton's Communication and Marketing Department. And today we're going to talk about a service project that is really accessible to everyone and honors Martin Luther King's legacy and what he did do, and how we can all continue in that spirit. My guest is Gina Lewis. Welcome.
Good morning. Thank you.
You're with the Foster Grandparent Program.
Yes.
Which is a wonderful organization, by the way. I know
absolutely.
In my kids' elementary school, we had a foster granny, and she was just great, just really good.
Oh, yeah. It's a great opportunity, great organization. We have really good participation. We have over 100 foster grandparents that serve from the Williamsburg area down to Hampton. It is really an outstanding program.
It is a good program, and I know they get a stipend and a small amount of money, but it is essentially a volunteer program. I mean, there's a little bit of help to them for volunteering and getting to and from their sites, but and is that how this this volunteer project in relation to Martin Luther King came about?
Well, yes, actually the foster grandparents are a part of the Corporation for National and Community Service. And in that realm, we try to reach out to the community in many ways, and this opportunity to work for the Martin Luther King Day of Service is something that we've embraced. We've been involved with for the past 10 years doing community service projects, and it's really a very fulfilling opportunity and an opportunity to build bridges, to make an impact in our communities. And you know, as we know, Dr. King certainly was a champion of civil rights, but also he really pushed community involvement and volunteerism, and that's pretty much what we're building on with this project.
That's wonderful. So tell us a little bit about what the Day of Service is. And start off, I'm going to say, it threw me a little bit because it's not actually on the holiday, but it's near the holiday.
Right, yeah. We sometimes have to just kind of see what's available in terms of venues and kind of work around, but we try to keep it as close to the holiday as possible. And this year it will be on January 16th at the Y.H. Thomas Community Center. And we have community partners with the Y.H. Thomas organization, with the Old Northampton Community Association, and the Hampton Triad organization, and the Ames Center. They are really our community partners to pull this together. And what we'll do this year is we're inviting people to come. It's free and open to the public. And we will be doing a two-part service program this year. One thing is we're asking people to bring school supplies. We know that in the beginning of the year, everybody's got everything, but by January or February, teachers are pulling their hair out, trying to find pencils and papers, and
crayons.
A lot of times, crayons, glue, scissors, all of those things. And a lot of times our teachers come out of their pockets to try to, you know, keep the supplies there. So we're asking people to donate whatever supply they'd like to replenish, and what we'll do is to give those supplies to the Office of Human Affairs, and they will use those supplies and get them out to their Head Start programs and Title I schools. So that's part of the project. Then for the rest of the day, what we decided to do was to try to motivate people and stay in the realm of what Dr. King was doing to try to get people to serve their communities. So what we came up with was really kind of a motivational greeting card project, where we will provide greeting cards to the participants that highlight some quote by Dr. King. They will fill those out, put in their own words of encouragement, and then we'll give those cards to the Hampton Sheriff's Department, and they will then take them and give them out to actual inmates that are unfortunately incarcerated, but hopefully these will give them words of inspiration and motivation, and that's the second part of the project that we'll be doing.
Now, let me just ask you, Gina, because I think sometimes ministry or support to inmates is not one of the more popular community service. Like, everyone will show up for the children.
Right.
But it's a little harder, I think, to remember that there are you know, that there's a lot of unfortunate circumstances, and that other people who may be less popular or less fun need some support as well.
Absolutely. When we were kind of kicking around the ideas of what to do, of course, like you said, children are the first thing you think of, or the elderly. And as we started talking, we just started to really kind of get a feeling that people wanted to reach out to people who were sometimes put into the margins. Like you said, they're not, you kind of look at them as criminals, but everybody deserves a chance to change their lives. And Dr. King was certainly a proponent of that everybody can make a difference in their communities. And sometimes we just need an extra push. Maybe, like you said, the circumstances could be very unfortunate. Maybe they don't have people in their lives that are helping to encourage them to go the right path.
Well, and so much of it ties back to substance abuse. And, you make one or two wrong choices, and that doesn't mean your life needs to be over necessarily.
That's right. We all can use a second chance in one form or another. And, Dr. King was always talking about, but for the grace of God, there go I. Mm-hmm. So, we thought it was a good idea. We did think it might be a little controversial, but we spoke with the Sheriff's Department, and they embraced it and thought that, they are really working to try to rehabilitate, that it's not just put people in jail and forget about them. Mm-hmm. So we thought it would be a good opportunity to do something a little different, thinking outside of the box, so to speak.
That's great. Yeah. Well, let's talk about some of the other projects you've done, because you guys have been doing this for a while.
Yes, like I said, this is our 10th annual event. Last year we were in Newport News at the Midtown Community Center. Again, we did ask for donations for school supplies, but our major focus was on warm hands and feet. We talked about the time of year where it gets a little chilly in Hampton this year. Of course, it's getting a lot colder.
Real chilly right now.
Right. But so we thought that it would be a good opportunity to do socks and gloves for children. So we were able to collect over 1,600 pairs of socks and gloves, and we then gave those to the HELP organization that reaches out to the homeless population, and they then distributed. But we had a really good turnout. The mayor of Newport News was our keynote speaker last year. We had over 250 people come out and participate, and so we have that momentum that people know about what we do for Day of Service and are coming out.
Well, and now that's the other aspect. The Day of Service lasts, you start with breakfast and go through lunch, so there's 2 meals involved. That's a long period of time. So obviously people don't just come and bring their school supplies and sign their cards and walk out the door. What can they expect?
Well, this year we will have Reverend Richard Wills will be our keynote speaker. He's the pastor of First Baptist Church of Hampton. So he'll be bringing a message. So they come in and we also fellowship. We try to get people to meet each other and to create new friendships and new relationships and build bridges to what we can do to make our communities better. So you get a chance to actually go around and talk. Everybody just doesn't sit down and you stay there. We do encourage people to get up and mingle and meet each other and share their passions and talk about their commitment to our communities. So you get a chance, and like you say, we do offer a breakfast, and then later on we do have a luncheon following. And we have our corporate supporters who make those things happen for us. GenCare, the medical centers, is one of our corporate sponsors. Dignity Memorial Center, and also the Hospice of Virginia is a corporate sponsor. So they come in, and we also have vendors at the event. So you can visit different vendors, and most of them are senior-related services or projects. So you get a chance to go around to the vendors as well and to pick up information and talk to people.
So while this is called Day of Service, it probably is also seeking to inspire people to become involved maybe on an ongoing basis or beyond this one day.
Absolutely. And our connection with Y.H. Thomas and also, like I said, Triad, which really focuses on senior safety, and the AIMS Center, which is a very active member of the community, gives us an opportunity, like you said, to kind of create relationships that are ongoing, that this day kind of is a spurt of let's get going, but that it certainly is an ongoing situation. And our foster grandparents are very active in their communities. They serve in the school systems basically, but they go far beyond that. And even though they serve, and we have a foster grandparent who has said to us that the children love them to death, she said, no, they love us to life. So, you know, it really makes an impact on how we can reach out to other people and create relationships and really make a difference in our communities. We can do that, one person at a time, but we have that power to do that, and this is an opportunity where we can create those bridges.
Well, that's wonderful. And I know you would like some sort of a head count about who's coming. How should people let you all know that they'd like to be involved?
Yes, we would like people to pre-register. You can just call our offices at 727-1857 to pre-register, so we have enough meals, enough chairs, and enough cards and everything for people to participate. But that's it. There's no fee involved. It's open to the public. Anyone can come. You can call our offices. And again, it's at Y.H. Thomas Community Center, which is on Thomas Street, which is right off of Armstead Avenue.
Off of Armstead, a little jog
Right.
from LaSalle. It's a little tricky to get to unless
Yes,
you know
it
where
is,
you're going.
but it's right back in that area. And the Old Northampton Community Organization is partnering with us, and that's back in that area, those people that live back there. So we are certainly open and inviting everyone to come out, and I think it will be something not only to warm your own heart, but to really be able to give back to our communities.
Well, thank you. Now I understand what it is, and it sounds like a great, great day. I hope
Well, great.
I hope a lot of people will come out.
We do
and,
as well.
Spark that involvement.
Well, we appreciate the opportunity to be here with you, Robin, and to share this opportunity for people to come on out.
Okay. Well, thank you, Gina. I look forward to the event, and I hope some of you all can come out. It's a little bit like the United Way Day of Caring, where you're giving back, and these are not physically strenuous projects, and hopefully people can come and network and have some fun and get some ideas for future community service as well. Thank you.